I made a whole big deal to Grace the other day that I needed to take off Sundays. Why are you so close? Okay, there we go. I made this whole big deal to Grace the other day. I was like, I need to not have workouts put on my Sunday. Even though I could totally make it up in any other time. But I was like, I never work out on a Sunday because that's when I'm always editing. Then I feel behind for the rest of the week because I already skipped that Sunday workout. And then I'm just kind of playing catch up with my workouts. Anyways, so I made this whole big deal. And then here I am on a Sunday getting ready to work out because my surgery is happening on Wednesday, which I'm really nervous about, by the way. And I want to try to get in all my workouts for the week beforehand because I don't know how I'm going to be feeling afterwards. And I know this about myself. I always think that things are going to be less than they really are. And that's a blessing and that's a curse because that means that I start projects that are a lot to undertake without fully knowing the whole scope of things, which would probably deter me from starting in the first place. But also that means that I severely underestimate time it takes to heal from things. For example, I got carpal tunnel surgery on both of my wrists when I was 25 because my genetics, they're just on point like that. After my first surgery, I had scheduled a date with someone like the very next day, like right fresh out of surgery. But instead of canceling this date because I really like this guy and I wanted to like meet him, I just went ahead with it. And I had like this huge bandage over my hand and wrist. It was very wrapped with gauze, like a big club hand. And I was in pain because fresh out of surgery. And I didn't take the pain meds because I had to drive. So he was to meet at this bar and instead of telling him that I don't really want to drink or, I can't, I decide to go anyway. So I'm just kind of like nursing this one beer, like taking a few sips to make it look like I'm drinking it, but I'm not really. But this guy like doesn't really look at me the entire time. We're sitting at the bar, so he's just like facing straight forward and like making zero eye contact. We're like not talking. So I just think like he's just not that into me. Like he's not attracted to me or something. But it gets so awkward and even the bartender like comes up and he's like talking to me. I don't know, I just felt like he felt sympathy for me or something because I was just like looking at this kid who was like not even making eye contact with me. Like I thought he might have like one of those things where it gets hard for him to make eye contact with people, which I thought would be like a little bit odd because he was a teacher and one of the ways that I vetted him was like, I Googled him because obviously stranger danger. But I ended up finding some of his like teaching videos where he's teaching like this 2nd grade class and he's like having fun with the kids. Like he's like dabbing and stuff. Like this was back when like dabbing was a thing and I was like, oh my God, he seems fun. But he was just like not paying any attention to me at all. But anyway, so I asked him like straight up, I was like, do you have an issue with like eye contact? Like it's cool if you do or whatever. I just kind of want to know because like you're not looking at me at all. And he was like, no. And then he like started like staring into my eyes like this. And I was like, well, this is worse. This is somehow worse. And then he went back to like looking straight ahead of him. And I was like, okay, well, this didn't go well. So we're leaving or whatever. And at the end of the date, this man has the audacity, like out of nowhere, to just like lean in for a kiss. And of course I turtle shelled away because I was not expecting that at all. And I'm not interested. You didn't pay any attention to me the entire time or even look at me. Why would I kiss you? Weird. The whole thing was weird. Anyways, that was a long way to tell you that I don't necessarily do what's best for myself always when it comes to like healing and surgery and stuff like that. So I don't know what to expect, but I am a little bit nervous for whatever reason this time. I feel like I'm gonna die going under anesthesia, but that's just a hurdle that we'll have to go over when we come to it. Figuring out how to be dad. I don't know. Anyways, let's work out. Also, these pants make me feel like a gym bro. I think it's the pockets and the tightness on my quads. Like, what is this? Or the fabric. It's just giving those vibes, you know what I mean? Does anyone see what I'm talking about?
Perfect.
My outfit today is somewhere between Velma from Scooby-Doo and Sherlock Holmes. So if there's a mystery afoot, it will get solved, girl. I'm not even really sure why I dressed up today because I am not going anywhere. It is snowing outside like a mofo, and I don't like driving, period, let alone in inclement weather. I was planning on going to the thrift store and trying to find a dresser to flip, but that is not happening today. But I always get really excited when I get new clothes, and this is the latest from Thredup, which is our sponsor, by the way. Absolutely love them. They're an online thrift and consignment shop. I would say probably 90% of my closet is Thredup purchases, just because it's an easy way to keep your wardrobe current and exciting, all while being easy on your wallet and the environment. We love that for us. And Thredup has this new feature which is really cool called Shop the Look. So if you have a little bit of trouble putting together outfits, you can look and see how other people styled their clothes. And the really cool thing is you can click on that image, the top, the bottom, whatever article of clothing, and it shows you a bunch of similar items that Thredup currently has in its arsenal. That's where I got this coat from and these pants. I was shopping the look and I recreated a couple of outfits, so I'll go ahead and show you those now. This is the first look I recreated. I followed it loosely, and you know if I see an overall moment, I am not letting it pass me by. These ones are from Wax Jean and I got them for $22.99. I paired them with a crop top from Forever 21 with an estimated retail value of $25. I paid $15.99. And you guys, these sneakers, these were brand new and they're a brand that I absolutely love. On running shoes normally retail for $143 and I got them for $49.99, which is such a steal. It's like 1/3 of the original price. This next look I feel like copied pretty well. Everyone needs a little black dress, and this one is from Banana Republic, originally $70. I paid $24.99. The coat is from East Adeline, originally $143, and I paid $49.99. And I absolutely adore it, and I see myself wearing it all the time now, and the funny thing is I probably would have never even thought to get a coat like this without seeing someone else style it beforehand. So if you're interested in trying out Thredup for yourself, you can click that link in my description, use code Beatrice at checkout, and get $10 off your order of $50 or more plus free shipping. I feel like because I'm already wearing a coat, we should probably go outside. Plus Dougie wants to play. Douglas is currently harassing squirrels and he's naked in the snow. Douglas! Leave those alone. Come here. Dougie, come on.
You gotta not be there. You gotta not harass those squirrels. They're just your friends, maybe. You're naked in the snow. Not wearing a collar and nothing, Jesus.
Okay, I'd say that is enough wilderness for one day. It's the day of my surgery. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die. If I don't die, this is gonna look really dramatic, but if I do, people are gonna be like, she knew. She always knew. So there's that. I'm hungry and I'm nervous. Mostly hungry. And I'm gonna be pissed if I die in this surgery without being able to eat. I'm planning to get Indian food once I get out of that bitch. I'm just telling everyone now. My mom thinks that I'm not gonna want to eat after my surgery, but I don't think she remembers my wisdom teeth surgery. I ate pizza like the same day. They told me I had a risk of getting a dry socket. I don't care. Why are you looking like a ninja turtle?
What are you talking about?
Hungry.
Yep. You're gonna have to be hungry for a little while.
For how long?
Usually you don't even notice when you wake up that you're hungry anymore.
I know, but that's like the way that things go. When I don't realize it, I can go all day without eating. But when they tell me I can't eat till a certain time, then I'm knowing about it.
Yeah, but when you wake up, you probably won't be starving like you are now.
I guarantee you I will be. Do you want to bet?
Yep.
All bets are on. Finally on my way to get my stitches and stents removed, and I'm very excited about that because I came very close to ripping them out of my nostrils myself yesterday. It's frustrating and it's painful and the sinus pressure sucks, and I'm annoyed right now, so I'm not gonna film myself anymore until after the appointment. Hi, good morning. It's the next day. I got my stitches and my stents removed yesterday. You would not believe how big this stent was. It was like a long piece of plastic, banana-shaped plastic that just immersed from my nostril, and I was like, no wonder I was having headaches and sinus pressure. No wonder. So I felt better pretty much immediately after getting that removed and then like suctioned out, and oh my god, the blood tube was something of a nightmare. Yeah, it looked like something that you would see in Saw. It's just like this blood suction tube. Disgusting. I know. I actually got ready today. I am sounding a bit nosy still. A bit nosy. A bit nasally. I kind of notice a little bit of swelling just because like my gum right here is numb, but I don't think it's too noticeable like just like looking at me. I just maybe look a little bit puffy. I am puffy right here. And also I go through waves where I just kind of like feel like shit, but here we are at work anyway, which is fine. Got to get back on the horse somehow. I'm just like keeping my fingers crossed that like at no point during the day my nose just starts bleeding. And it hasn't happened before. Fun fact about me, I have never had a nosebleed in my life. And I told the ear, nose, and throat specialist this for whatever reason because I'm bad at small talk, and she's like, no one has ever told me that before, because I was telling her how I'd get jealous of like the kids in school that would always get nosebleeds, and I was like, it looked cool and I wanted to be that kid too. Never got a nosebleed in my life, and I got hit in the face every time we played dodgeball or basketball or anything with a ball. I was that kid that just always was like getting hit in the face, never got a nosebleed. Where was I going with this? Nowhere important. Yeah, I meant to ask her too about working out. I'll have to call the office. Maybe I should just call the office now, like really quickly after I quit vlogging, before I go into work, so that I'll know if I could work out. They told me after I got it done not to like bend over or like lift stuff because it could bring on a bleed. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? This guy's probably just like, why are you talking to a camera? Because I got 2 jobs, sir. He's very suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Anyway, so I'm gonna call them in just a second, but also I got this in the mail. If you guys don't know Michelle McDaniel, she's a YouTuber as well, and she does like these donuts, like these protein donuts. Like her business is called Pro Dough Bakery. I don't know her. I've never talked to her. I generally kind of stay away from that type of content just because like I've been triggered in the past, not that she's ever talked about me or anything. I actually think that we'd get along pretty well because she likes SpongeBob and dressing up, and I as well like SpongeBob and dressing up. I was like, I'm gonna try these. Hold on, let me set you here. But anyway, donuts. These are actually really good. I was definitely expecting a protein flavor, like because they're supposed to be high in protein. I don't have the nutrition facts with me. These were like $20-something for half a dozen, but they actually taste really good. The high price point is probably just because it's a startup. She's probably doing a lot of this on her own. She has to pay employees probably. You know what I mean? I feel like if she can like grow it and scale them and get them like mass produced or something, then the price point would probably go down. And also I wanted the birthday cake and that was out of stock. I would say they're even better than Hostess donuts. Like, you know, the chocolate dipped ones, because the outside coating doesn't leave like this waxy feeling in your mouth like the Hostess ones do. I'm very curious what she puts in these because it doesn't taste like protein powder at all. I'll have to look it up. I think it's funny when people lock their cars out here because it's like we're like inside a gate that has an armed guard. This guy just came back and double checked his car. Like, no one's gonna steal your shit, man. There's cameras everywhere. Right here. I got you. No, but I never lock my car here because when I first started, I locked myself out of my car. It took a couple of maintenance men like several hours to jimmy the lock. And there's no like getting a locksmith in here. You know what I mean? Like without extra measures. And I was like, I need to go home today. This was when I was commuting like an hour here. I don't know. It was a terrible day. That was my first week here. And ever since then, I never lock my car. Because it's just why. Also, I dug this water bottle from the depths of God knows where. I don't know how long it's been in here. They tell you not to do that because like the plastic degrades and like leaches toxins, but that donut was thick. And surprisingly filling for like how small it looked, you know? It was like dense, and we love a good texture. I learned all about textures when I had my nose thing because I could not taste shit. But those are all my nasally stories. Now I need to go into work because I've been sitting here talking in my car for like 15 minutes. I'm home from work. It went pretty well, I would say. I didn't feel sick the rest of the day, so that was positive. Also, I did not bleed through the nose once. Love that for me. My coworkers probably definitely love that as well, that I wasn't being like disgusting in the office. But now I'm home and I'm trying to edit my video, and I'm also simultaneously, I've got Love is Blind season 1 on in the background, and this girl's about to confess her feelings for this guy and try to break up an engagement, and we're here for the tea, we're here for the drama. And y'all, I am so behind on literally everything in life right now, and it sucks so much. Because I thought for like a fraction of a second that like kind of being down and out on the surgery, like at least maybe I could get some stuff done, like plan or something, you know what I mean? But I wasn't expecting to just be laying on an armchair wishing for the sweet release of death with an ice pack over my eyeballs, because the sinus pressure and the headaches that I had were so intense that it sucked to like look at a screen, you know? So I didn't really get anything done, and now I'm like trying to figure out emails. And tax season just is the season that won't quit. It just keeps happening to me. And I'm not even doing my own taxes. I hired a CPA. He wants to know like the square footage of my house, and I have to dig that information up from the depths of hell, because who knows where I put that. And then when you go online, who knows if that number's right? I don't know. It's a whole thing. It's a whole kerfluffle. Also, I'm not going to be weighing in this week for obvious reasons. Not only because I was literally a couch potato the entire time and just trying to like recover, but also because I was doing like this simultaneous thing of like not really eating that often. But when I was eating just like garbage. You know what I mean? Even though I couldn't taste. So that's like the stupidest thing ever. Like, hear me out. Like the only thing that I could taste was like warm or cold, you know? And if I tried to eat something spicy, I couldn't taste any of the flavor, so it just tasted like death. But you would think, like, logically, that would make me eat better, because what would it matter, you know? Can't taste it anyway. No, I ate like crap the entire week. For what? For what purpose? I was like, I still deserve this. I have lived through a trauma. I still deserve this. I cannot taste it. Everything tastes like either a warm or a cold sponge, but we are eating this anyway. So yeah, not good, and also stupid. I called the doctor's office today. They haven't returned my phone call. I asked if I could start working out again. I don't know, you guys. I'm just glad that this hurdle is over, because I've kind of been anticipating this for a while now, because I knew it would kind of get in the way of like my workout progress, just because like stuff like this does. That's probably the worst part, is like having to take a break from stuff like that and then getting back in it, and then how quickly you kind of like lose progress. So that's like a little bit annoying. And I'm kind of just hoping like from here on out we kind of get like a longer streak of going without a medical issue. Like maybe we've taken care of it all now. I don't know. Something I didn't tell you was like when I was buying like clothes from Thredup, I was buying jeans, like those black jeans you saw me wear earlier in this video. Those were size 16. Like I normally wear a size 18. So I have sized down officially. So that's pretty cool. And that's what I'm going to be focusing on rather than this little pity party that I'm in right now. It's just because I'm like a little bit stressed right now. But I don't know. Right now I'm just currently looking forward to having a stint that is not in my nose, and instead a stint of just like a solid block of progress. You know what I mean? Like I think we need that. I think we need a win. I think we do. Because we've been down and out for like a while now. And things are getting dark. I'm just kidding. They're not really getting dark, but you know, struggle bus. Anyways, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you want to try out Thredup for yourself, you can use my code Beatrice at checkout. You get $10 off plus free shipping on your order over $50. If you want to subscribe and hit that notification bell, all that stuff is really welcome because it helps out the channel tremendously. But other than that, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!